Inkcharm Project presents.
The mage domesticates magic, turning it predictable and making miracles into the mundane. The witch, however, is as wild as the power she wields.
Hello and welcome to Warparty, an original setting that we're exploring through the lens of D&D 5e. I'm Dana.
I'm Michaela.
I'm Hannah.
And today we're returning to the Book of Winter's Wealth, Chapter 5, The Owl Witch. Okay.
I'm scared.
We're gonna die.
Yeah, I have my candle ready to go.
When last we left off, we were having this wonderful thing happen where you guys were around the campfire. You just emerged from something of a dream, perhaps a spell. It's hard to say. Details are foggy. But I decided to put down some things to represent where you are as that strange owl that was asking you questions and hooting at you. We're going to have this be you, this green one.
I'll be the green.
And then this brown one representing your hair will be you.
Okay.
And then this is that hooty boy up here. Hooty hoot hoot. All right, cool. Now, all that being said, I have warned you, and now you will suffer the consequences of your actions. The words echo in your mind as your quarry takes flight. A great horned owl swooping from the branches. Roll initiative.
Okay. Ooh, 18 plus 2 is 20.
20.
4.
My reflexes are up the charts.
I just woke up.
Oh yeah, I am ready to go.
All right. Well, this is a tree. That's a tree. We'll assume any edge of this or anything like that is dense tree line or more trees. Okay? And Olivia, you get to take the first move.
Okay.
This owl is swooping down from the branches, so it is currently in mid-flight.
So it's swooping down. Definitely. It looks like it's coming towards us, right?
It's definitely coming towards you. You still have all those rats down at your feet as well. 7 of them. Tugging at your clothes, but some beginning to flee as this owl starts to take off.
I'll grab a rat and throw it at the owl.
Quite seriously?
No.
Okay.
I really want to, though.
Does that take your action?
I believe that it would. Improvised weapon, 1d4.
That could confuse an owl. Sorry, I will not do that. I really want to, but I will not.
It's down to the wire. What are you going to do? How are you going to open this fight?
I am going to... Okay. I'm going to... burst cast Hunter's Mark
Okay.
at level 1. I'll do that.
Hunter's Mark. This takes your bonus action, no?
Yes, it's my bonus action.
All right. Very bold of you to open with Hunter's Mark. So, how do you cast this?
What else do you do as a ranger?
I am a Hunter's Mark person. I was born this way. You cannot stop me.
All right, Gaga.
So, with Hunter's Mark, she casts it and she says, no, that's not it. Okay, yeah. Father, guide my hand. And she's going to reach her hand out to the owl, making a symbol. And you see these weird, like also butterfly moth thingies surround this owl. And she's going to pull out her bow. And she's going to just shoot it. Shoot the owl before doing anything else. So she's going to shoot twice. And I'm going to be adding then the bonus stuff that I have for her.
Okay.
So, of course, with Hunter's Mark too. So let me try to hit the owl with my first hit. 17 plus 7. I think I hit with a 24. Yes, math. And let's see if I can hit with the other one too. Just
Do your damage first.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, 1d8 plus 2, and then we got a Hunter's Mark, which is
A D6.
Thank you. It's been a little bit. And then I also want to add the thing that I have, which the name of it is, of course, Slayer Spray with another 1d6. Okay. And the first damage is going to be 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2. So it's going to be 12 points of damage for the first one.
12 damage.
And then let's see if I can hit her one more time. 14 plus 7 is...
Enough.
Yes. And it's going to add the Hunter's Mark as well as my D8. Wait.
Hunter's Mark is every time?
Yes, it's every time on top of that. And I cannot use my Slayer Spray. And I'm going to roll these 2. Ooh. 2 plus 2 is going to be 6 in total.
6 in total.
And then I'm going to use my movement and start moving away. And I'm going to move 25 feet. That's a tree, right?
This is a tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm trying to like go around the stump and like not be in the owl's
We'll say
way.
this center part represents the stump.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be the stump. Gotcha.
All right. So, this concludes your turn, I do believe.
Yeah.
Well, the owl witch cries out into the night. Who are you, friend or foe? Casting a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Targeting each of you.
Can it reach me?
I do believe that you are going to be in range for this.
Please don't make me do a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, it might be that. Heckin' oops.
Oh God.
Yeah, so it's gonna fly forwards, casting the spell, and yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I rolled a flat 15.
Give me a second.
That does not succeed for you.
Oh no!
18.
Oh, so close. No. So, each of you humanoids
I'm not
have failed your saving throw. But you know what? Actually, you get to make it with advantage since you are currently fighting this creature. So, you know, roll that again.
I do like more. Huh?
Yep.
Ooh. Let's see. No, that's wrong. Still, it's a 16.
That's lower. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right.
We're rolling really high for wisdoms right now. Can you give that to us?
That's a 14.
So that's a 16 and 14 on your...
Second one.
well, alas. So the two of you, regrettably, find yourself suddenly charmed. You regard this owl flying overhead as a friendly acquaintance.
But if it hurts us.
And you are also charmed. While you are charmed in this way, you regard it as a friendly acquaintance.
Yeah. And so
Yes.
if this owl attacks us, though, it drops, right? Because if we
I
are
think it's
harmed
if
by
we
it.
take damage.
Yeah. Second the damage.
This does not include anything stating what happens if you take damage or anything like that. Yep. However, it does say that when the spell ends, the creature will know it was charmed by you.
Okay.
All right. So, regarding this creature as a friendly acquaintance, would you still be in combat as it comes to be your turn, Catherine?
No, but my friend.
Does the friend roll a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, what is your friend's initiative?
9.
Oh, I see. Well, then your friend goes first.
Give a natural 20, friend. We need you.
But for charmed, is it creatures you can see?
No, I just chose those two targets.
Okay, so you did not choose the third target.
Indeed.
My friend is going to rustle underneath my hair and then flit out
Okay.
to a nearby tree, but they are invisible at this
This is
time.
your friend. You may move your friend as you see fit.
I am so much happy now that this thing exists.
And does your friend do anything invisibly?
What are his
I'm not
hopes and
sure.
dreams?
I'm pretty sure it loses invisibility if your friend does anything.
Yeah.
But, you know, hiding above the trees at night can help.
I wonder if I see it finally. One day I'll see it. It's invisible, but I'll wait.
Yeah. My friend is going to just be invisible.
Okay.
Very well. Okay, so then it's your turn. Anything that you do?
Catherine is going to dust herself off
All right.
and look quizzically at the owl. Friend, have you been here this whole time?
Ah, yes, it does say actually if I do anything harmful to you guys.
I knew it.
Or my companions do. But,
Nothing can hurt us.
you know, nothing harmful's been done at this time.
Yeah, thank God.
So you're just going to dust yourself off? All right, Olivia, what do you do with this friendly acquaintance up there?
She looks at this owl and puts her bow back on her back.
Excellent.
And she's just going to stretch her arms and say, "So how is your guys' morning going?
Oh, jeez.
How is it up there? Is the weather okay?" I feel so confused, but also, yeah. How's the weather? What time is it actually?
Since we're not in combat anymore, Catherine's going to step forward.
Well, one thing's going to happen first.
Do you roll wisdom every single turn we go to break out of it?
No.
Or no,
Nothing
okay,
like
that's
that.
not that one. Okay.
But Olivia, since you've just kind of used your action to say some words, stow your bow, this creature on its turn, which I say will be when combat may officially or may not officially end, the owl witch flying overhead says, "I warned you. I have warned you, and now you must suffer the consequences of your actions," casting a spell as its talons grip the air. And it casts animal shapes on the two of you, two charmed creatures. Now, normally this spell is only going to affect willing creatures, but you're friends, aren't
So-
you?
It can cast that twice in one turn.
It affects any number of willing creatures. And each of you is going to be transformed into a rat.
I knew it.
Can I speak rat now?
That being said, this breaks concentration on a previous incarnation of the spell. And because of that, the 7 rats from before shift back into the shapes of children who scream, cry, howl,
knew it.
and some of them beat their chests as they stumble away from the scene, running as quickly as they can back towards Jushing Town. All of them flee as a pack,
Good.
while the two of you have been transformed into little
They're gonna get eaten by bears.
itty-bitty, teeny-tiny rats.
They are resourceful. I believe in this, kids.
That being said, I believe this could be counted as something harmful enough that since the intentions are harmful, I'll have it count as you are no longer charmed now that you have been transformed.
Can we speak anything besides rat?
I believe that the two of you can speak rat to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is unfortunate.
This is my first time.
Do you stay so far away? I mean, I don't think you have very big lungs.
It is fucking bullshit.
Okay.
What is this?
Catherine looks around for her invisible friend. And her invisible friend approaches, still invisible. But Catherine can feel 2 very small hands gripping her fur.
Okay.
You knew what?
I feel like I know what it is, but I don't want to have a reason to not like you.
That being said, I think that we're going to We're going to keep the combat initiative chain going. So your friend uses his turn to grab?
Just grab my fur,
Just grab
basically.
your fur.
So like, I'm here. I don't know what's going on.
All right.
Your hair is gone, but this is nice too, I guess. I'm a rat.
It's a long
I'm a
description.
rat.
You're a remarkably intelligent, wise, and surprisingly charismatic rat.
And my slightly larger than a peanut brain, maybe it's a walnut, is thinking to myself, if the owl witch casting the animal shape onto the two of us broke concentration on the previous spell, releasing the children, did someone else cast the dream spell? Because that must have required layers of concentration. I'm gonna follow the owl.
The owl is just kind of hovering overhead right now. It's just flapping his wings. So you can go right underneath it. It's not going anywhere yet. Its own turn has yet to happen. But it's about like 20 feet above you right now. Okay? So you're just going to go right below it?
I'm going to wait for the owl to move, and when it does, I'm going to follow after it.
All right. Well then, Olivia, what do you do on your rat-a-tat turn?
Owl, I know is bad. Still.
You maintain all of your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Okay.
But the rest of your stats are overridden by Ratty-Tat Boy.
Well.
Big rat hands. Little rat tail.
Did you tell me about this plan? Or not?
No.
Okay, just making sure because I'm going to do something then totally different.
I'm just doing the opposite of vulturing
Okay.
underneath the owl.
I
Terrible.
she would know if I get damaged, I have to turn back into my normal shape, or will I die if I lose my hit point in this one?
I don't think we
You
know
don't
that.
know.
I
That's
think
why-
we
It's a
think that we
mystery.
are rats now.
Okay.
You know that you're rats now. You have the same intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So, I mean, I think that helps with you knowing things and being able to reason and make plans. It's almost wild shapey in how you don't lose all your brain.
Can I roll a history check?
Sure. Roll a history check using your regular history check stats.
Can I join? Because I'm thinking if I
Yeah,
put
you
my...
can roll one too.
I did not roll well.
What are you rolling a history check for?
To see if I know anything about this type of changing.
I'll have it be an Arcana check then.
Oh, okay.
I just want to know if I can damage myself to go back into my body.
That was the same roll, just a different modifier.
It
so
knows. Hit me with an Arcana check. That's discrete knowledge on the spell.
Is that a 14?
that's an 11
I cannot
plus.
see. 11 plus 3 is 14. I knew it.
I don't think
always
you'll
have
know.
trouble
This
with that
one is, you know that this is probably fairly powerful magic. This isn't something that just any witch living in the hedges might know.
I'll get you this bullshit. Okay, she's going to move back to the tree for 25 feet.
All right, move yourself.
I want to...
Also your
Is there like... Or, is there like a place I can hide? And the trees, do they have like
You'd have to get to the tree and try finding out. I mean, your dark vision shows there's no like nooks on here, but I mean, you can go behind a tree. Maybe on the other side there might be some holes or something. You want to just go to the other side, on the other side of the trunk? All right. So you were here? 5, 10, 15, 20. You don't quite make it. You're getting there.
Okay.
You have not the greatest movement speed. Yeah.
What is the movement speed for a rat?
You said
A
25, right?
Those things are quick.
Because that's my movement as a normal
Your
halfling.
speed is 20 feet.
Oh, even shorter.
Yeah.
More feet less.
Yeah. So all that being said, now it is the owl's turn. And the owl witch swoops down, picking up Catherine in her claws, and flies high up into the air.
Oh, no. No.
I use my bonus action.
Oh, it's not your turn yet.
We are not in combat.
I think this counts as combat.
You said that we weren't in combat.
I said we'll continue the initiative chain.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to re-roll initiative?
I mean, I think we should because
All right.
we are rats now.
Yeah.
Okay, re-roll initiative then.
Do the rest have a different initiative? Nice. Okay.
19 for Catherine.
9 plus 2 will be 11.
18 for my friend.
All right.
That scared me.
And you're
Sorry,
what,
I'm
11?
tapping my foot.
11.
All right, Catherine, let's see what you do as this creature swoops down on you.
And picks me up.
Well, if the initiative has you first, then it's going to swoop down, but you go first.
Well, I'm a rat, so I guess I'm gonna run.
All right. Where do you choose to move to? You got 20 feet to work with.
Tree.
5, 10, 15, 20.
We see we work like a team.
All right, what does your friend do?
My friend stays invisible.
All right, your friend stays invisible and remains in place. So the owl swoops down, instead going for the other one, and makes an attack. Rather, I think we would call this a grapple. Give me your choice of athletics or acrobatics.
Which one is better as my rat?
That's a great question.
Because I think I'm more nimble than strong.
That's likely. As a rat, you get a +0 dexterity and a -4 strength. So, just a flat d20 roll for your acrobatics. Then.
Boy, how do I choose?
I you know what?
You know, commit to the strength. I dare you.
No.
It'll be great.
Dana, no.
No.
I'll give you a bonus if
No.
you succeed.
Ah, I don't like
High
you.
risk, high reward.
I just want to flip away.
All right. What do you get?
I don't know. Yeah, 2.
A 2.
2 plus 0?
I'm not used to a tail.
That is not sufficient.
What the heck is this?
So you are picked up in this owl's talons and you're flown high into the air.
I'm holding on.
Inhaled my hair. This forest is not for you. The owl witch wails at Olivia. You do not belong here. And it takes you 30 feet up and drops you.
If I'm holding strongly onto her, I don't fall. Let's see.
So you're going to take
You're a sucker.
30, that's 10, I believe. Yeah. Let me just have you roll some fall damage. I believe that's going to be some D6s. Are you ready?
I'm waiting.
All right. Take out 3d6. 1 for every 10 feet that you fall.
Why me?
You are in charge of your own destiny. Here, you can have a tiny die.
Hoping for a tiny number.
Yes.
They're so pretty.
All right, let's see what you get.
Oh, sorry. The tiny die rolled a 5.
13.
13.
Maybe I'll
okay.
put this one in dice jail.
So, you take 1 damage as a rat, and then 12 damage carries over into your normal form as your body grows back out into your regular form upon the impact. 12 bludgeoning damage from the fall rocks you. It's not great.
I am not great.
So,
Do I lose? I don't lose
you
concentration.
do. Do you still have enough HP
Uh-huh.
after taking 12 damage?
yeah.
Then you don't lose consciousness. You are still
No
cruising.
concentration. That's on my spell that I still have on.
Oh,
the
concentration. That's damage, so you need to roll.
Owl. Do I add anything to that, or
It's
is it?
what is it? A Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, it's a 5.
You got a 5.
Yep.
I don't think that's enough.
Nope.
Nope. No, that's unfortunate. All right, so your concentration is broken then. And now it's going to go over to Oh no, it's you. Yeah, it's your turn.
I stand up and I want to try something. Okay. I have an ability that is Hunter Sense as an action. I can choose a creature you can see within 60 feet. You immediately learn whatever the creature has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and what they are if the creature is not hidden from divination magic.
Immunity to charmed, disease, frightened, poison, and poisoned.
That's all of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then what are its vulnerabilities?
None.
Oh, fuck this owl. Okay. And I will not poison it. It might Is this owl in the trees or above this tree?
30 feet in the air, kind of above the tree.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well. I don't know where my companion has went to. I need to get some distance. So I'm going to use my turn to run and disengage.
All right, where are you running to?
I'm going to run... I'm trying to remember the map. I'm just going to try to run this way, actually.
That way is the direction of Jushing Town.
Yeah, I'm going to go there. So it's going to be first
10,
25.
15, 20, 25.
And then disengage.
All right.
So that's 25 more movement, or?
Dash would be what you
So then I
to
want to do
take.
dash, yes.
So then I'll let 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? I can't see.
That seems close enough, yes.
Cool.
Okay.
With that, it is now going to be Catherine's turn.
Okay, and Catherine is on a tree branch?
Catherine is just at the base of the tree at this time,
Okay.
being a little rat.
Catherine watched the owl lift you up and drop you and said, "Oh," in her squeaky rat voice, and just bites her arm with her little rat teeth, dealing at least 1 damage.
That seems fair. And with that, I'm actually going to have you roll for damage.
For bite?
Yes. Roll 1d4.
Bite on a rat?
Yeah, just give me 1d4.
It's 1 piercing damage.
But I want you to roll 1d4 real quick.
All right, I'm going to do a tiny die because that's worked so well for me. 3.
3. All right. You revert to your form. It's a very clean bite. You don't have to worry about anything. And so you are now just back to being regular Catherine.
Oh, well, that's good. Catherine's going to walk over to where her staff had been dropped by her tiny rat hands. She picks it up and she says, "Aisonance," swinging the staff like a metronome and casting Toll the Dead at the owl.
All right.
So please make a wisdom saving throw.
This can be done. $28.
Well, I'm sorry, but you pass.
Excellent.
Excellent for you. Heck off. And then I use my bonus action to command my familiar.
You're a wizard. Definitely.
All right. So what do they do?
I guess it's my friend's turn.
Yeah.
My friend is going to attack
Okay.
with his longsword,
All right.
which is probably the size of a toothpick.
Yes. Since you run so far away, I don't think you have dark vision, do you?
As a halfling, do I?
No.
No.
Okay, then
So you can't see what's going on here.
I see fire, only from afar.
That's 12.
12, you miss.
Dang. All right. And well, it doesn't say anything specific, so he's going to turn invisible again.
Okay.
It doesn't say that it's an action or anything.
Whoosh. Invisible. With that, it is now the Owl Witch's turn, and it swoops down towards you. Its head kind of turns mid-flight to cast its gaze in the direction of Olivia, saying once again, "This forest is not for you. You do not belong here." And then it looks back towards Catherine, and you, it says, as its attention turns, "You do not belong anywhere."
Yeah, you don't think I already know that?
Oh, it's a nat 20. I'm sorry.
Good for you.
I'm so
Counterspell.
sorry.
Can you do that?
Oh, counterspell? How do you counterspell?
I like you
Give me
already.
the counterspell details.
Well, the components are somatic, so I say, and you think I don't know that already.
All right. What's the dates? Give me the counterspell dates.
You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature is casting a spell of 3rd or lower, it fails and has no effect.
Oh, you are so fucking lucky.
I am so happy. Yes, you're my best friend right now. Okay.
All right. Well, this is definitely 3rd or lower. So just as its talons were beginning to start dripping with this mystic green energy,
Oh, gross.
as it was about to sink them into your shoulders, something of a savage primal strike, which would have been
Bad.
52 damage.
Oh, no. No, Dana, no.
Oh, what's that? All of that just dissolves into the air. A green mist. Looks almost like fireflies melting off of those little claws. And you're merely tapped as it flies by.
Does she get an opportunity attack?
I cannot because counterspell was my reaction.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay. So I believe that concludes its turn. Olivia, you're all the way over there. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna take out my arrows and I'm going to rub them nicely with the fire shell.
Ah, a fire shell. Describe. What is the description of this fire shell? What does it look like?
The fire shell, well, when she pulls it out, what I'm imagining is like a turned around, what they're called, spiral-looking shells that is almost like for snails.
snail.
Yes, but much more like cuter. Like it has like little spikes on it, but it's like also the spikes are like emitting like almost like this glow of like fire, and
Within it, there's like a tinted glass covering, and there's volatile chemical concoctions inside, ready to ignite.
yes. So she's going to take that and she's going to take the arrows and dip it into the concoction. Yes, because it's in a bottle, if I'm understanding this correctly. So she'll dip one and the other. They're probably glowing nicely red, and she's going to.
You're doing 2 arrows?
I can only do 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
It gets consumed by placing it upon 2 arrows.
Yes, because I cannot do it on like a bow on my bow to
Right.
okay, yeah. So with that, and she's using that, and then she's going to look around to see the owl flying above the campfire, and she's going to cast her bonus action for another hunter's mark.
All right.
Okay, and I cannot shoot yet, but she's going to move a little bit, so I assume it cannot catch me if I move 25 more feet, and then when I come back, I can maybe reach it. So I'm gonna move.
All right. Move yourself as you see fit.
Okay. I still have an angle. I see it,
All right.
and I'm just getting ready.
It's hard to see at this distance without dark vision. It is nighttime.
There's a fire by us.
Yes, and
If
also,
it goes like behind a tree or too high in the
Yeah.
air, be advised.
Yes, in my hunter's mark, I'm hoping that I'm gonna be rolling well with my thing, so I can see it because it should like pinpoint in the distance, like some movie that I will not say.
All right.
And that will be all.
Okay. Catherine, what do? It's not very high in the air anymore.
Catherine spins around and just tries to take a swing at it with her winter pine staff.
All right.
My family had really nice stuff in their house.
I don't know where my die that I was using went, so I'm just gonna have to wing it with an entirely new to this game die.
Ooh.
Exciting.
Don't
Hopefully
fuck
no dice jail.
up. No, 13.
Either way.
Instant dice jail.
Actually that hits.
Oh.
We had 13.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's going to be. I didn't expect a hit. Okay, so as she is swinging, she's saying, "You're not getting away that easily. Come back here." And she's casting Green Flame Blade, which is going to kind of buff up damage a little bit. I'm going to use Tiny Die because Tiny Die have been giving us big numbers, so we'll see if that continues.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm going to roll a D8 for my two-handed staff and a D8 for my Green Flame Blade.
Does it look like a Sith, or how they call it here? Like when the green blade shows up, does it like show up on top of your?
Like a lightsaber?
That's what I'm saying right now. Your staff emanates, and it like just. Zzz.
You know, it doesn't actually have descriptors for this
Okay.
one, so it's just going to be like a shadow of a second winter pine.
Okay.
So my base damage is 6,
6.
and then my fire damage is 3.
Fire damage 3, so
So 9 total damage.
All right. 9 total damage. Whew. Okay.
And then I use my bonus action to tell my friend to attack.
All right. So we're gonna do all of those things,
Okay.
which is going to be quite something, because when you hit it, that first. Does the damage? You know what? Don't worry about it.
Wait, what?
What?
I'm so scared when you start talking like that.
You know, I'm figuring things out too. I've only been a DM for like barely a year. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but you're a goblin, so.
I prefer kobold.
Okay.
Anyways, so when you hit that owl, the initial impact knocks it straight into the ground. And its feathers poof up, and what's left as they clear is not feathers at all. Looks to be a woman.
Wait, doing damage dropped it? Did she lose concentration?
This is not the form of an owl anymore. After being hits the ground, feathers fly into the air, and what's left is a woman. Seems to be normal height in the light of the fire, black hair, golden eyes.
And then she gets bapped with 3 fire damage.
What was the initial damage?
6.
6?
6? I don't remember.
I believe 6. You said 9 damage total, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Is it though?
It's fairly cool, you know. All right.
Yeah, but she can still kick my ass as a lady.
So 6 damage, 5, and then 3 fire damage. Yeah, you see that she still gets bruised by that hit, and takes a bit of a burn to her face afterwards. And now it is her friend's turn. She's there on the ground in her normal form.
Okay.
She's got a pack,
Stab her.
a sprig of mistletoe out, looks like a water skin, and you swear you see peaches in one of her bags.
Well, they're gonna get all smushed. My friend, from a distance, from 40 feet or wherever, shoots his short bow,
All right.
and that's a nat 20 plus 6.
Jeez.
Okay, but like my friend does 1 piercing damage.
One whole piercing damage.
So that's gonna be 2
Two.
whole piercing damage.
2 piercing damage
And also,
received.
please make I guess make 2 Constitution saving throws, or how does that work? Or just make it with
it's just normal.
disadvantage because it's twice.
Yeah, natural 20. She deserves it.
I don't think there's anything special that comes with that from a...
Well, if I'm okay, so he's hitting you twice. So each attack you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
That just doubles the damage
Oh,
dice
okay.
of that one. It's not actually like doing 2 attacks.
Okay, so just make one
14.
handy dandy. Okay, so you take the 2 damage and that is it.
All right. So then it is this owl witch's turn. She is not very happy with what's happening.
Oh,
right
I can imagine.
now.
She got.
So having
better
her
come back me
face seen, she immediately brings up one of her hands to cover it and tries to flee towards the woods.
Hit her.
Opportunity attack.
Have at it.
Fuck her up.
I say not so fast. I can't use my green flame blade on a.
Not unless you have the Warcaster feat.
Which
I don't think I have the Warcaster feat.
I don't believe you do either. Oh, you know everything, do you, Mishka?
I am trying to learn about this character because I'm just theorizing
You're
who
trying
Catherine
to put
is.
it all together, huh? What's your running theory? You
I
know
have
what?
a theory that
I mean, while she's looking, sure. You have until she's done. Oh wait, no.
That's a 4.
Okay, you don't hit.
Oh.
And so she runs.
she doesn't have
over
her full
here.
movement though, right? Because she has been prone and then she had to get up, so that's half her movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
she's only just gonna like stop over here. And geez, what is she gonna do? That's an excellent question. I suppose what she's going to do is she takes out her very special sprig of mistletoe. It's in her hand. And she kind of starts tapping it on her arm and tapping it on her leg while she's running. And then she says, "Eyes of mine, hide my sight." And whew, she disappears.
Thank
from
God she has
sight.
Hunter's Mark on her.
She is invisible.
Okay.
How does that work with Hunter's Mark?
Well, I can roll, and you have advantage on any wisdom or survival checks to find my target. So she might be invisible, but I can still try to locate her.
You can track her.
I can track her
Broken
down.
branches,
Yes.
squished grass.
And flighting butterflies around her with moths.
All right. Well then, I suppose that means it is now your turn, Olivia. What
Okay.
are you going to do?
I saw it in the general direction which she was going. Okay, and I'm going to. So let me ask you. So,
Yeah, you're gonna ask me.
you have advantage on any wisdom perception or wisdom survival checks to find your target.
I'd say that's usually more for like tracking. When something is invisible, essentially
Because I wanna-
attack rolls against the creature have disadvantage, and the creature's attack rolls have advantage. An invisible creature is impossible to see without the aid of magic or a special sense. I don't believe that helps you like have a special be able to see her, but it would help you, say, tracking her down or something like that. Perhaps you could do a perception check to try to reveal her, but it's gonna be iffy. It's in the dark when she's invisible and you're way over there. I don't know if you'd actually be able to just see her at this point.
Canonically, she is marked with floating butterflies. Right?
Is that the chosen effect?
Yeah.
Well, there could be some floating butterflies over here, but I don't think they don't glow, do they?
I don't know. That's what I always imagine when Hunter's Mark it like illuminates the target. Like as I
Slightly
said,
glowing?
like that's what I imagine Hunter's Mark when people use it. That they can like.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll give it to you. I'll say, since that has been your headcanon, you can. They're little butterfly boys over there, but also
Like
you're
fireflies.
way over here. It's gonna. I mean, it'll be hard to see. I'll say that you have an idea that she's probably over here, so I'll allow you to aim at this space to attack her, but it's still going to be an attack roll against the creature with disadvantage.
Did I get a good look at her face?
Yeah, you got an okay look at her face. Like a firelight look. Those aren't always the most reliable, but I mean, you got at least that much before she covered it.
If I saw her again.
If you saw her again and her face looked the way it does now, you'd probably be able to recognize it.
I'm just gonna bring a torch everywhere.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm thinking that I'm going to not use my fire arrows right now. Just to make
You
sure
don't want
that
to burn down a
You're
forest?
just gonna
Not yet.
set
Not
those
in this
aside for a
character.
hot
not
second.
scared. She was Olivia, even though she still respects the woods. Okay.
Within the description for those arrows, it says that it's a tinted glass shell filled, or the description for the fire shell, a tinted glass shell filled with volatile chemical concoctions that ignite on contact with the body. So I don't imagine that it would probably like set a forest ablaze unless there happened to be like a whole bunch of oil or something that would help with things catching.
Yeah.
It's very purpose built.
Yeah, I just don't want to lose my fire damage.
That is understandable.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit her with an arrow. I am tracking and going to try to estimate. I'm like, okay, see my target.
You see like the space you guessed that she would be in.
Okay, and that's when she's going to try. So I rolled twice with disadvantage.
Yep, you
Okay.
roll with disadvantage.
13. 4. 4 plus 7 is 15. No, 4. I
Incorrect.
cannot talk. It's 11.
4 plus 7 is
11.
11 is not enough. You miss.
Okay, let me try again.
All right.
No.
No, you've already lost.
Yeah.
You know what? Roll again. You might get a 1.
I cannot roll never ones.
No!
I rolled 4 1s the other day on Pravda. In a single session. There was like 5 and fucking... Don't worry about it. Anyways, you miss. 2 arrows sail through. Make sure you subtract them from your inventory and keep track of how many you've expended because you'll only be able to recover half after a battle.
Does she still have arrows in her poke that I shot her as an owl? Just wanted to know. Because she got 2 arrows in her, right? Did she take them out? Did they scratch her?
They're not just going to be like sticking in her. She's figuring her stuff out. She's invisible. Anything that was on her is also invisible
Okay, 16.
at the time of happening. So, is that all for now? No?
No.
Okay, and then...
I'm done.
All right, Catherine.
I'm keeping an eye.
What do you do, Catherine?
Catherine immediately drops her winter pine close enough to the fire that she can find it again. Pulls out her 2 daggers and goes running after the witch.
All right, you run in the general direction of it, and
I
then
had dark vision.
Well, what the fuck are you?
Dark vision doesn't help with finding something invisible, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Can she see my
there's-
butterflies, or do
you
I only
can
see my
still
butterflies?
swing at the
I forgot she was
space
invisible.
that it is in, but that's
Well,
still
she
a
hasn't.
disadvantage.
I mean,
Is she bleeding out? Is there blood?
I saw her run, and
saw
then
the
she
darkness
turned
running, and
invisible.
we're saying with those flutterbys around on account of you, since that's your headcanon, we're going to run with it.
Thank you.
I'm allowing it so that you know the general space she's in to attack at, because you can swing at a space anytime, whether you think something's there or not. But I'm going to count that as disadvantage to actually hit something there.
So I'm gonna go at her with my first dagger.
Okay?
18 plus 4, or a 4 plus 4, and 8 does not hit.
No, you miss.
And then the second dagger, 17 or
Nice.
17 hits.
All right.
And that is 5 damage.
You manage to strike this invisible witch.
Yeah, but she's not invisible anymore because she took damage.
Yes, thank you.
And I command my friend, with my bonus action, to use his short bow again.
There's nothing that I'm seeing that makes it stop being invisible on taking damage.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wait, so what? What invisibility?
This
Sorry, no,
the
there's a
spell
different
ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. So
Okay.
Okay,
she
well,
does
okay,
anything
makes
like
sense.
that.
Okay.
Since invisibility only applies to what is on the caster at time of casting, the dagger left in her shoulder could be a telltale sign.
So you've let go of the dagger.
I've let go of my dagger.
You let
My
go
second
of the dagger. You know what? I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna say, yeah. The ruling that we've been running with most invisibility, unless it says otherwise, is that it's whatever is on you at the time of casting.
If you just pick
Becomes
something up,
invisible.
it doesn't become invisible.
Yeah. That's what we've been running with. I know other people will do it a different way. But yeah, anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then my friend is going to aim his short bow at the target, at the dagger sticking out of the target. And that's a 16.
16 hits.
So 1 piercing damage.
Ooh, spicy.
And please make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. It's coming right up. Here it is. Oh, it's a 2. It's almost a 20, but no, it's a 2.
So you're going to become poisoned for 1 minute.
Immune.
Sorry, that's what I
The
was
owl was immune. Does the caster have immunity as well?
Retains this immunity.
Oh, I didn't know that was the way it worked.
It carried over since the source of this immunity is from something that would allow it to carry over.
I don't think that works because your Constitution doesn't carry over.
It has some descriptions about what sources, like something from, because things can be divided up into, is this coming from your choice of race? Is this coming from a class feature? Is this coming from a spell that's on you at the time of it being, at the time of the change upon you? And the particular source of this immunity falls into the category where it carries over.
Okay.
All right, so she's got little flutterbys going around. She's got a dagger in her shoulder, which is plain as day. It's not going great for her.
Okay.
She's gonna rip that out and throw it onto the ground, so that at least now there isn't a dagger that's obviously floating around. You
What
see
about
it get
blood?
tossed over here. I'm gonna count the blood as still being part
It's-
of her
yeah.
body. And
It was there before.
Okay,
what's your passive perception?
Only 10.
All right, you hear some footsteps, so clearly she's moving. You just can't quite tell which direction they're going. But there are little butterflies that seem to kind of meander off to the left in the direction of that tree. And then that leaves it with Olivia.
Okay. I am going to continue moving. Yes. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to. There's one disadvantage because of my sharpshooter. Okay, so.
Oh, actually,
Yes?
you know what I still need to do? Just remembered, because concentration.
Oh.
Oh.
What are you concentrating on?
Yeah.
Well, I know it's a show must go on kind of a thing, but this seems to happen to me a lot, and I apologize. She flickers back into existence the moment that dagger entered her.
I knew it.
Yeah, because
So
you
yeah,
took
damage. Yeah.
Yep, I forgot about the concentration. So, she rips it out, throws it aside, and then starts running that way.
Okay.
Come to
I
me.
appreciate you and your honesty.
Yes.
I hold myself to the rules that I know, and when I make the rules wrong and realize it, I also
make
hold
up your own
myself to
rules.
that.
Yes.
Sometimes I forget things. Spell lists can get very big.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
So yeah, good job.
Thank you.
She takes out the dagger and keeps trying to run away, and now it's Olivia's turn.
I am shooting her.
Okay.
Hopefully, I will hit
Fuck
her.
her up.
Let's see if I can hit with the first one. I'm trying to see if I can hit her with a fire arrow too. So that will be hopefully extra damage. So, what is it? 3.
That's a 3.
I don't know why I do this. 3 plus 7. That doesn't do anything, so it's a 10. Let's see if I can hit her one more time. Okay, better. 11 plus 7 is 18.
That hits.
Okay, so let's see. The fire shells are also its individual thing, which adds a d6. Let me just quickly pull that up. There she is. Okay. Use one of them here. And
1d10 additional
1d10.
fire damage
Okay.
from the fire shell.
So d12, d10, d10. I cannot read. I mean count. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to be using all my on damage that I can do. So Hunter's Mark with Slayer's thingy plus fire damage.
You can only do Slayer's Prey on
Every
the
single
first
turn.
one.
Every turn, it says, right? Let me just check.
You can do Hunter's Mark on every attack.
Mm-hmm.
Slayer's Prey, you can only do on your first attack.
As a bonus action, you designate one creature. And the first time each turn. First time each turn?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
And you didn't hit in the first one, so you
Gotcha.
can't use it.
Okay.
I wish you could,
Mhm.
but just keeping it consistent.
Okay, that's one. And, okay.
Is it
and
just the first time you deal damage each turn, or first time you make an attack?
at the first time each turn that you hit that target with a weapon
Oh,
attack,
that you hit. Okay, first time that you hit.
come
So-
back.
all right.
Okay. That's a d6. Give me a second. Okay, give me d6. Fire
Another
damage
D6.
is d10. Hunter's Mark.
And a D8 for your arrow.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. And then plus 2 on top of
So
everything.
give me the arrow's base damage first.
Yep.
Okay. So 1d8 plus 2,
So
so the
many
base
choices.
is 4 plus 2 will be 6.
All right. Then what are you gonna hit me with for the Hunter's Mark and then the Slayer's Prey?
Yeah, first Hunter's Mark. The butterflies glow to a tingle. 5.
Jeez.
Then
Slayer's Prey.
Flare's Prey. They stab. I don't know. 5.
The pain resounds throughout her body after that arrow hits. It's as if the arrow itself is just laced with thousands of tiny daggers that explode out into her.
Yeah. And 2.
And
With
on top
the
of that,
fire.
a little spark of flames.
It's like
On
the
her
arrow had been
wound.
dipped in hot sauce.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Or hot honey.
Okay.
Keeps dripping
So
down.
good.
Oh,
No.
it's so
I need a snack.
Me too. Gonna get one later?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. After the next chunk.
Yeah.
I lost one fire arrow. It's somewhere. The other one hit. Okay.
So your first one missed, your second one hit.
Mhm.
Cool. All right, so then
And
that
That's
uses
pretty
up
good
your fire
damage.
shell.
Thank you.
Those things are worth it. Learn how to craft them, you guys.
You just see like the pure. She's like hurt, bruised, and she's like, I'm gonna fucking murder this lady.
Yeah, how you doing over there?
I am really bleeding out. I am not okay.
Does this conclude your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Catherine, what are you gonna do?
Catherine, runs at her again. Oh wait, where's my dagger?
She fell on the floor, right?
All right, yeah, okay, that's close enough. I can run, grab it
5,
as a
10,
free
15,
action.
20.
What's her movement speed?
30, right?
No, I was right here. Don't move me.
You're moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
So-
dagger's here.
5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna throw them, apparently, because I'm.
What are
Wait,
you?
what
A
is
rogue?
my. Oh. 20, 25, 30. Fuck off.
Little bonus there. Have at it.
I got long legs. And I'm gonna,
There are a lot of feats out there.
all American rejects, swing, and my dagger's at her.
All right, go for it.
A 6 does not hit,
Yeah.
and a 16 does.
What's the damage?
2.
It's something.
She takes 2 damage. Yeah, your cut really is just a cut.
It's
Just a little cut. Just a little
And,
slice.
Those are annoying though.
And my little friend, he knows the drill by now, and he's gonna come in with his short bow and
What's his range on that thing?
40 to 160. Oh no, he's closer.
Oh,
I said that
Who's
he had
in
a
the
range
middle?
of 40 feet last time.
okay.
Does a 11 hit?
No.
Okay. His
Alright.
tiny toothpick arrow sails off.
All right. He's in range of the fire now. What does he look like?
What do I? Hey,
He's
Am I perceiving?
Well-
I don't think I'm looking there. I think I'm concentrating on
You're
her.
concentrating on there?
But yeah,
What's
you
your
can-
passive perception? Why
That's
don't we
why
see
I'm-
if you notice?
Because I'm like, I don't want to like immediately see it. Like, but my passive perception is 11.
Oh, never mind.
Sorry, I think she's angry. I don't want to know yet until it's like a right time.
You swear it's just one of your butterflies lagging behind?
Yeah. Keep moving. Sorry, moving.
So angry.
All right.
is
And
annoying.
then on this witch's turn, she does an about face, stares directly at the tree, completely ignoring you, waving your dagger about, and then holds out her arms,
Cut her arms off.
opens them as if a door, and then runs straight at that tree, shouting, "Take
Causing
root."
an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
5, 10. Yes.
Okay. I attack her with my dagger. 16.
You hit her.
What's the damage?
3.
Wow. So, when she reaches the tree after getting sliced along the way, the tree seemingly envelops her and she disappears. Reappearing from another tree that spits her out right behind Olivia.
Okay, no more actions for her though, right?
Well, that was just her action.
She has no bonuses. She's injured. Yes.
Maybe.
She cannot do shit.
I mean, she's probably not doing so great.
She doesn't have a bonus action.
Oh, I'm so glad.
So
Sorry, I'm
Olivia,
just
what are you
following-
gonna do? You're right there.
I want to disengage for my action.
You're gonna
Can
take
I?
the disengage action.
So she
All
cannot
right.
hit me, right?
No attack of opportunity if you use disengage.
I don't need that. I need distance. I cannot do stuff closely by.
Um,
I can,
if
in theory.
you want to double your distance that you can move on your turn,
Yeah.
that'll be the dash action.
Okay.
But
Wait. So
no, dash will invoke an attack of opportunity.
It will still do that, yes. So you got to decide whether you want to double your movement distance or avoid an attack of opportunity when you move.
Well, how many?
How is your HP
how
looking?
many?
I'm at
points?
7.
Ooh, oof.
That's
big
why
oof.
I'm
Not
thinking.
I might
very spicy.
I might just try to disengage.
Uh huh.
It's worth noting she has pretty much only been waving around a sprig of mistletoe.
Okay.
You don't see any daggers in her hands or anything like
She
that.
can magic me or slap me with that twig.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, let's see what happens.
Take it from her.
Do what you're gonna
Can
do.
I take that from her?
I don't
You
know.
can try. You can do whatever you want, and then the dice will decide your fate.
We'll probably call that an improvise.
Okay.
Stop. Sorry. Straight to my ears. Sorry.
Hey now.
It doesn't hurt me anymore.
We need
Okay.
Mr. Toast up here.
Okay.
Put his teeth on there again.
I learned my lesson.
What?
I will.
You will. Or will you? Ooh, who knows?
What? Find out on the next episode. Just kidding. Count her down.
Okay, I'm going
10.
to move and disengage.
All right, you're gonna use the disengage action, move yourself where you're moving to.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go closer to my. I'm gonna go into just a bit nice. Outside. That's okay.
That's the one.
Yeah. I cannot walk.
There you go.
Yeah.
You stumble away.
All right, any, I believe a bonus action is all you've got waiting for you, so
It's still-
what you gonna do?
It's holding my hunter's mark still. I don't cannot cast anything just yet. Yeah. That's all I can do. Yeah, hunter's mark. Yeah. I'll just keep concentrating on my butterflies at her and moths flying around her.
Interesting.
She is hurting. She is weaving, or how you say, heaving.
I mean, it could be either. You just have to pick one.
I don't know. I'm panicking.
Heaving is kind of like, never mind. Let's just go with weaving.
Weaving?
Just doing a little.
Oh, that's what. Okay, because I'm
Yeah.
like, she's just like gasping for air. That's what I was imagining.
Huffing? No. Gasping.
Yes, does
Panting. And
Try to keep-
we are a thesaurus now.
I am waiting. It's fine.
Is that all then?
I did that. That's all.
All right, Catherine, what are you going to do? She's out there.
And, you know, okay, all right, well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Good to be here.
Rats. That'll be a story to tell.
I only have one spell slot left.
Yes.
Yeah, you have been burning them.
I haven't taken a long rest in a while. I will. I'm gonna try my luck and toll the dead.
Toll the dead.
Toll the dead.
And since I don't need a material component, I can just wave my daggers back and forth and say "Aye, sonance," and please make a wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC?
30 rolls.
Mm-hmm.
15.
I pass.
What you got?
I'm not telling you. It's a 21.
Oh, fuck off.
I don't have to tell you, though.
We deserve to know. We have the rights. We're doing fine. We're fine.
So, that all?
And then my friend comes over and shoots a shot.
Wait, what?
All right, so now
It's above us.
it's above you, yeah.
If you want to look up,
Do you choose to look up?
I think I'm not looking up. What
Roll-
perceive? I don't
Roll
perceive.
for looking up.
No, I don't want to. I'm making sure that my.
Tell you what.
you've got eye contact on
Yeah.
your
Roll
prey.
1d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is down, 6 is looking up.
4.
You briefly glance over to check the other tree, make sure nothing emerges from
Yeah.
there.
And
Felt-
nothing did.
I felt a presence.
Which is a
so-
glance over just in time for a little toothpick to go out there.
Yeah, and an 8 does not hit.
No, I'm afraid it does not. All right. So if that's all, it is now the witch's turn.
turn.
Ding.
On the witch's turn, she's going to
Invite us for tea.
step back 10 feet, raise up her arms, one of which holds a stone, the other bears a twig. And there's a bit of green plant on each of them. Some moss on the stone, some little leaves sprouting from the twig. And then she smashes them together and begins a chant. She starts with a hum. Rise, 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 rise. And you swear you hear another voice beneath hers, heart of the land. And then all that stretch of ground between you and her starts to well up with water, and tall reeds sprout from it. Seems a just massive line, at least 300 feet to the left and right in total. A line of water, reeds, just swamp and spiky growths, vines that wrap around with thorns from them. And then she starts using the rest of her movement to run away.
Can you put the plants where they are? The line of 300 feet.
Line begins there.
Okay.
Let's make it easier. And it extends in both directions. That way and this way.
It's not high though, right?
It's not like impassable. It's not like a plant wall, but it looks like there's water out there.
Gotcha. I'll shoot.
Water in the way and all these plants and thorny vines.
Okay. I will, with my arrow, going to shoot her twice. My longbow. What is that? I cannot see.
Actually, we'll call it 150-foot cube.
I can reroll that because it's a 1.
Okay.
We're glad that you can reroll
It's a
that.
2.
That's a 2.
Ooh,
Put the die
yikes.
away.
That's a big yikes there.
I'll roll you one more time, sweetie. And then I'm going to try to hit it with my second arrow. 7 plus 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4,
14, it hits.
I do hit, yeah.
What's the damage?
I'm adding everything that I can. So, Hunter's Mark. The
Slayer's Prey.
thank you.
Hunter's Mark, Slayer's Prey, normal damage.
Yeah, that's a D6 and a D4. I need to write this down.
No, they're all D6.
Sorry. And my D4 is my arrow. Okay, that's why. Okay.
No,
Your
a
arrow's a
D8.
D4?
I am so confused. Sorry. Don't mind me.
You have a D8 in your hand.
I was holding it. Sorry.
Put this away.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Okay, let's first for the normal. So the D8 one. Yes. So the first D8 will be 3 plus 2 will be 5.
Okay.
Then for Hunter's Mark, it will be a 1.
Yeah.
And then for Primal something awareness is a 1.
The arrow sinks into her back and it feels like little pin pricks splitting out from it into the rest of her body.
Okay. And so with that, I want to know, I would like to see if the tree has branches, right?
This tree?
Yeah.
The branches are represented by the outer ring.
Okay. Is this representative of how thick the thing is?
It's
Does it go still here?
5, 10, 15,
It,
20.
in either direction, like you
300.
can't walk around
That's
it.
what I want to know. Okay, so
You can walk through it,
It
but it's
goes at
gonna
the
take
very
twice
least
your
the
movement
length of
speed.
both of these things.
Mm-hmm.
And it appears to you, when you look at it, to be just a long line of water, as if like a little stream had shown up there in this whole area. Like it became swampland with big thorny vines winding their way through the waters and
Gotcha.
tall reeds and stuff. That's what it looks like to you.
all right. She's gonna move as close to see like a good branch, and for her next turn, she's going to be preparing her grappling hook.
All right, so move towards your chosen thing.
I don't know. I cannot go here, so I'm like just going
So
to
you go right
find-
up
yeah.
to there.
I'm just gonna find like the closest way I can go, look at the thing, and be like, okay, that branch can maybe support me, so I can swing over.
All right, so you move right over there. Cool. I'm also gonna have you, since you're getting that close, make me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. 14 plus 3 will be 17.
17. Okay. While you're just looking around there, you don't immediately see anything that might have changed to help you get through. I was just wondering something real quick. Don't worry about it. Let's go to Catherine.
Mm-hmm.
At first, you said it was reeds has sprouted from.
Reeds sprout up,
And then you said
thorny vines. Yes, it's layered. It just keeps adding. So it was the water, then the reeds sprouted up, then thorny vines coming out.
Okay, how far are we? Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So what, 50 feet away?
Approximately.
Catherine's gonna try to just march through all of the gross plants and water.
The moment you take your first step in the water, you note your foot doesn't feel wet.
Well, she's just gonna keep marching through it.
Doesn't feel wet. You go to push through some reeds, your hand goes through them.
She's just gonna keep marching through it.
Is this an
As
illusion?
you continue passing through them, although Catherine is unaware of anything, for you, the vision of all these plants and water starts to fade, it seems like it overlaps with the actual terrain, which is merely forest floor.
Okay, so once I have moved
10, 15,
30 feet, I'm now 20 feet away.
20.
And I'm going to whip my daggers at this troublesome woman. 12.
12. All right. You miss.
Okay. 11.
11.
Dice jail. Yep.
You miss.
Okay, and then my friend flies over and shoots his short bow.
What's his movement speed?
A zillion. 40.
Okay. She's going to turn around. You didn't say that your friend went invisible, and I'm going to leverage that.
Okay.
And she's going to look at you and at your friend. And then she waves a hand at each of you, puts her fingers together in interesting ways,
So
and
add me too?
says, "Not you.
Okay.
Everyone except for you.
Okay.
Who are you, friend or foe?" And you will each make a wisdom saving throw.
Imaginary advantage. I believe.
Well, I got a +0. That's a 17.
I'm sorry, it's not enough.
Okay, my friend rolls a nat 20 +1.
Nice, buddy.
All right. For your friend, I'm going to give you an option.
Oh, I get to choose?
I'm going to either allow your friend to get some spicy extra bonus for himself as he passes with your nat 20, or your friend can take the hit for you.
That's why I have no friends.
What's coming at us?
It's some kind of a spell. It's one that has already happened to you so far in this encounter.
Oh, charm?
The words that came with it are, who are you, friend or foe?
Oh, yeah.
And then you made a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that was our first thing today. That's why.
Oh, wait, what's my spell save?
I wish I could tell you. I have no
How you
clue.
feeling, Olivia?
I am like. I have the whole board in my head formulating.
You better sip some juice.
It's gonna be fun. I'm watching this. I don't know if I can. Do I see this friend now?
You looked like last time you said you were really trying to feel out the tree, so
Yes,
you're
I'm just
probably really like focusing on choosing your branch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also dark out,
Yeah. If she's using
and
a
they're not near the fire anymore.
does she have to hold concentration on the spell that she's used to use the
I
other spell?
wonder.
I need to know.
I'm keeping track on that one now.
Okay. I'm like,
Proud of you.
I'm not perfect. Oh, you know we forgot.
oh yes, the light. We're in darkness.
In such a rush.
Could you unplug that behind you as well? Thank you. Whew, that's a little bit better. Okay.
Well, my friend,
Can your friend die?
I'm rather attached to my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Does our telepathic connection do anything for us here?
Well, this is why I'm asking. Are you going to decide to let him pass his natural 20 with extra bonus juice, like extra goodness, extra oomph that a natural 20 in our table gives? Or are you going to have his natural 20 go towards him failing the save, but you get to pass in his stead?
Catherine is incredibly selfish, let that be known. But this is the only friend that she has.
Okay.
So
What's it going to be?
So Catherine is going to take the hit.
All right. Catherine, I have unfortunate news. You are now charmed, and you regard the Owl Witch as a friendly acquaintance. Oh, wait,
boy.
no. You actually, both of you get to do it with advantage.
Yeah, because you
'Cause
already happened
hostile.
once. Yeah.
You get to make your saving throw with advantage. You can do another one. Your friend already got a nat 20. I don't think he needs another. I mean, if you want to roll for him, you can.
Does that count?
You're kidding me.
It's a natural 20?
Look at it.
Okay, well, whoa.
That's so nice. That's so
Just because it's not in the box doesn't mean it's not valid. It wasn't like
I
picked
didn't
up
even
from the
see it
ground or
roll.
something.
Okay, well,
so
you know
beautiful.
what? I'm gonna say that our telepathic connection did me a solid on this one.
So the two of you pass with flying colors. You're just so good at it.
Not falling for this again.
A double nat 20. I feel like I gotta give something to that.
It
I mean, I know you
bounces
made
back.
it with advantage. It's your nat 20 is so good that the spell rebounds. I'm not gonna say that it does a full bounce back onto this character. The Owl Witch is exceptionally practiced. However, there is some residual amount of the rebound to the point that the Owl Witch decides to cease the hostilities. Puts up a hand and lets her sprig of mistletoe fall to the ground by her feet. I yield. You, who has come so far, I yield.
Well,
And with that, the
suppose-
illusory terrain also vanishes.
Okay.
Not taking my eyes off her, I call back to Olivia. Do you have any rope?
I have manacles.
Okay.
She pulls them out.
Catherine's not looking at you.
She's like already like she's saying this and she's like keeping an eye on her, switching her grapple hook with the manacles already, and she's going to start slowly approaching, keeping watch on her. Can I like reach her?
We are out of combat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Combat has
Ow.
ended for now.
I will-
Is your friend still around, visible?
My friend is invisible now. But still ready with his short bow.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
a very, very short bow.
Oh, how short.
It's like this big.
That's so small.
It's teeny.
How quirky.
Little toothpicks.
Okay. I put these manacles on her. For her to even try to escape requires a successful DC 20 dexterity check. Yes. Okay.
If you're going to do that,
It comes in one key, so I'm gonna
please pick up my mistletoe
I can do that. I'll keep it for now
in
on
my
me.
pocket, please.
We're gonna first talk.
I am giving you grace. I
Uh-huh.
expect to receive it in kind.
You dropped me from freaking sky. Why should I be giving you this? Because you're so kind? I'll keep it for now. And then, maybe, if you answer us correctly,
I will remember that.
and I'll remember you too.
I have warned you.
Me as well.
We won't forget what dream-like state you put us through. You asking for mercy right now? That's a bit much.
Yes, you did have quite a nightmare, didn't you?
I was pretty okay with it.
Hmm.
I've had worse dreams.
What's your name?
I am the Owl Witch.
Okay. Only the Owl Witch? Did your parents just didn't come up with anything different?
I don't give out my name so freely within the woods. You
fair.
would be wise to do the same.
How long have you been in these woods?
Long enough to know that the town, which keeps straying farther and farther from their own little walls, shouldn't be here. They don't respect it as I do.
And what else is in these woods that they need to respect?
Life, vibrance, lush leaves, soft ground.
Did you even try to communicate with them?
I had warned them.
You warned children,
I warned them 3 times.
barely capable of tying their shoes.
And yet they're all still here, aren't they?
They're children. They're curious. They aren't going to tell their parents of a warning.
It is not their parents who need to learn. At least not yet.
So what good did it do them, transforming them into rats, only to let them go?
I'm sure they won't be wandering back into my woods anytime soon. And I'm sure they now know what it's like to be the wildlife here. What it's like to be the one looked down on from a leather boot. It's a change in perspective that one doesn't so easily forget, now is it?
Depending on how old these toddlers were, they might forget.
Mm-hmm.
I have my doubts.
Are you living in a hole, or do you have a place that you stay at?
All the woods are my home. They are enough for me. Some trees house more food than others. Others, I find little nooks and crannies where I can perfect my craft. Who sent you?
Oh, please. You kidnap children and you don't expect anyone to come looking for them?
The children have been gone for a little while now, haven't they?
A few weeks.
So who was it? Was it just the town, or was there more?
The
Are there
town is the
others
one who
going
put
to
in their
come?
request.
A request then. I imagine some sort of contract or other piece of paper binds you to your task.
Nothing binds me to anything.
You might have been something that I thought you were, but I might have been wrong in that aspect, at least. I'm happy you didn't do anything weirdly Fae-like.
What did you think I am?
I don't know. Some kind of changeling kidnapping children, sending them across for your, I don't know, what you guys, what
Wouldn't
they do.
it be so interesting if I was a changeling right next to you without you even knowing it? How would you tell?
I have theories.
You have theories. Would you like to test one on me?
All right. And she's going to go behind her, and she's going to, by her hand, as they're bonded, she's going to take her short sword, and she's going to scratch her.
Why?
Just want to see her blood.
We've seen it over and over and over again. How many arrows did you sink into her?
A lot of.
Yeah.
She bleeds red.
Yeah, one of these. I did that to her too.
So.
I have a question. We offered to take your warning back. Why didn't you let us? Why were you so adamant about keeping the children that you so easily let go? What was so important in trapping us in a rat state? You would let all 7 of them go, and you wouldn't at our request.
I hadn't expected the 2 of you to figure it out so quickly. Spells are usually harder to discern, but I now know that at least one of you has an affinity for magic, and the other is trying.
You have so many. And she's going to, like, get some of the arrows back.
The type of magic that you're studying, you won't learn much in a town. You should spend more time out here. Then you might gain some ground.
I'm always out there trying to learn, but you are just illusions and
I can't help it if one of you has a strong mind.
well, fuck you. She is really bleeding out. She is hurting still, Olivia. She's not having a good time.
Well, what are you going to do now that you have me bound?
Well, you're going to be arrested. You're going to be taken back.
They wanted us to find the children, and we found the
You
children.
did.
They're not paying me to arrest anyone.
Yeah, but like that could be a bonus.
She's not Fae.
Supposedly.
She might be able to change her shape, but she's not a shape changer. She's not who you're looking for.
How can we know that she's not going to keep doing this to these people?
Well, like she said, she gave them a warning.
That being said, the specific words of your hunter's request is, "We believe something in the woods has been taking our children when they go to fetch firewood, but the guard can't attribute it to beasts or bandits. We need a hunter to identify the cause of the disappearances, locate it, and eradicate it to get our children back.
Mm-hmm.
The reward is 150 gold and an additional 25 gold for every child returned."
I'm taking her in.
No, we're not.
Why so?
She can negotiate some sort of a deal. The village obviously needs to hunt for food,
Of course.
and this witch needs to preserve life. They can figure out some sort of a deal, and we can help negotiate between the two of them. If the villagers won't take the word of children, maybe they will take the word of the people who brought those children back. Catherine will turn to the witch and say, "Is this sort of agreement something you would consider?"
That is the sort of agreement that needs to be passed down from each generation to the next. It won't stop here unless I can see some true commitment, some ritual that will outlive those who hear your tale today. Then I cannot say for sure that I'm willing to strike a bargain.
A ritual. How about an offering?
If the offering is sufficient, if it carries the significance, the symbolism, the reminder of this day, in a way that none of them could ever forget it. Anytime someone within that town goes and takes their evening to perform it, it should call back this memory. I will not say that I know how to make such a ritual. This is not a matter of magic. This is a matter of melding minds now and forever. It's a matter of behavior. If you think that you know how to shape that, then please try to broker with them a deal. Craft your ritual, and then prove that it works. Else, I will return to you. I have warned you.
Give us time. We will return.
You have 1 week.
I'm keeping the twig.
No. As a symbol of good faith, we can't leave her shackled up and defenseless.
I was gonna take those back.
Well, that's good. But as a symbol of good faith and preservation of the way things are and the way things should be, give her the sprig back, unshackle her. Catherine turns to the witch. We will go, and no harm will befall us as we leave the forest, and we will be back within the week.
Very well. Do you return the sprig of mistletoe?
Yeah. She's gonna put it into her pocket, and then she's going to take the manacles and unlock it and put it back into her pack.
As soon as her hands are free, she grabs your wrist and presses something into your palm. It is a ripe peach, as fragrant as you could ever imagine.
Mm-hmm.
The scent, tantalizing, but it comes with the warning. This is for you. I see you've made a hard choice today, coerced though it may have been. I will also give a show of good faith. This is a fruit from a tree, one within this forest. A peach tree. This year, it did not bloom in season, and its fruit is thus tainted. The weak who feast upon it may find themselves trapped in a deep slumber. Use it well. The witch then steps back.
Peach cast sleep. Gotcha.
You will find that this fruit remains ripe for quite some time. There's a certain vitality to that tree. Now, I will be here in all of the woods. Go.
I suppose we have to negotiate with the village then.
Sure. And she's going to put her stuff in and just like move her shoulder a little bit. She definitely feels it from the fall.
Catherine flips her hair, and as she opens things up, something invisible flitters in and rests in the nest that is her hair. And they make their way back to
Jushing Town?
Jushing Town.
All right. It can be done. Next time we'll pick up there, and I look forward to seeing how you guys try to sell this idea.
Hopefully not with torches and pitchforks.
Honestly, that was very well done.
Thanks.
I'm going to count this as a milestone win. So
How much XP do we get?
I'm going to give you each 5,000 XP.
Oh, hell yeah.
I really thought you guys were going to run. I did not expect...
Oh, I leveled.
Me
Really?
too.
Yeah.
Level, yes.
Okay, so next time we're going to pick up at Jushing Town with the two of you trying to broker a deal.
Yay.
I look forward to seeing
I'm
that.
going to have to do some brainstorming on that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
just got 5,000 experience points, which means you leveled up. That's pretty cool. So thank you all for joining.
Heck yeah.
Please subscribe, like, and comment if you think that they earned it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys again next time for the Book of Winter's Wealth, Chapter 6. Those of you who feel like getting a little extra content, a little extra bonus content at the end there, please stick around. We're going to go over the levels.
Yeah. Figuring out
Who we are.
where we're going next.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
Level time.
Yay.
So, what are you thinking? Oh, also, that peach, you guys, who's putting in your inventory? You?
I am.
It is a ripe peach. I'm going to put its description out here for you. I'm going to pop it in Discord, okay?
Because I assume it can
Oh,
put...
I put it in the wrong Discord.
Because
Oh, no.
did she also throw the peach into the fire?
Ooh, who
That's what I think, 'cause he
knows?
said
it
it-
seemed like stones, but
Yeah.
it may have been peach pits now that you think about it.
Clever.
Peaches. Sorry, just so close to a swear word in Slovakian.
Should I say it?
I don't know.
Should I say it?
I don't know. I can give a vocab word of the day. But that's
All right, so what level are you guys? How much XP do you have in your new level?
How can I tell?
So we are at 14,425, and the threshold for level 6 was 1,400.
Which means, all right,
I
cool.
think
So
we're the
yeah,
same.
we're level 6 now.
Let me see yours. Let's make sure.
We were like 9,000 away from level 7. So
I
we
hope these
got a
guys
ways.
cooperate with us someday. I love their stuff.
Oh, yes.
I hope they know who they are.
I hope they know.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you have a whole book written.
Yeah,
You
it's
have
a lot.
a source book. I am also still interested in playing Warparty the way you played it
The
as a
original-
kid.
That one is, if you want to do it the way it was done as a kid,
Isn't it just a coin?
it has continued to develop over the years because we just keep writing books and books
Yeah.
and books. Each time, it pretty much ended like every section of building, doing all this stuff. Basically like an entire era of history happening with us playing all the characters. And then it always ended with a cataclysm because we wanted it to be like, if we're going out, go out with a bang. Because, we were using wonderful interlocking brick systems to build all this stuff up.
We can give them a shout out.
All right, it was Lego. I love Lego.
Legos.
I wish they weren't so expensive now. They're so
But
cool.
also, they have 100% biodegradable plastics now that they like just finished working on.
I can appreciate that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need two things then. We need a bunch of Legos, just like so many Legos.
I have some. I just need to get them.
They're in Vermont. They're so far away. And then we need Old Bill.
Yes.
We need the part 2 to your war party.
Yes, that's at some point. He's helping with the music right now. As I said, the books keep going, but when we stopped like hanging out, because we got older and live in different parts of the world now, I wanted to keep going with the thing because I wanted to share it with everybody. So I took like all the literal decades of lore and compiled them into something else, edited names and stuff, took away a few of the memes, put in new memes, and slowly grew it into this, and then decided, all right, you know what, people like D&D, why don't we try exploring this with 5e instead of the old Warparty system? That way it's more accessible. So that's what's happening here. And
I haven't like played a full sesh
yeah,
of the war party, but I feel like it's adapted so well into 5th edition.
I also did work on an additional new version of Old Warparty. It's not finished yet, but if you guys ever want to learn about it, let me know, and I'll keep developing that so that you can see like perhaps the old systems, since they're just it's completely iterative, the process completely iterative, and like the new variant on the old system that just kind of like polished it more, so that you can play that if you want to. I kind of looked at it in my headcanon as that's like if you were playing in, say, 4th era of Warparty, maybe you'd use that system because you like playing in the past. The world was different then. This is how rules work, as opposed to, oh yes, 5e world right now. It's a new era. Things have changed because the whole theme of the world, for those of you who end up diving into the lore in the future as more comes out, you start to learn more across all of our different books. Book of the Reflection, maybe Book of the Savant if that ever comes out, Book of Winter's Wealth. There's a bunch of lore, and a lot of the themes of the world are that the world is imperfect, and every time someone finds one of those little loose threads and tugs on it, it's forever changed. And that's how eras change, or at least that's the Meridian Kingdom approach to it, how they view history. So,
Okay,
that being said,
I'm just gonna kick it off. I'm gonna roll my hit die for my level.
all right, what you get?
A 5.
Decent, very
5's
decent.
not bad.
This bug off of me. Hey, buddy, can you please fly away? He'll figure it out. All right, so you got a 5 for your hit dice. Very cool. What about you?
It says hit dice 6d10. So roll.
You roll 1d10.
Yeah. When you level, you only roll one of the things
Yeah.
every time you level.
Roll it, and then you just add what you've rolled to the total to make your new total.
8.
All right, so what's 35 plus 8?
41 plus 8.
35 plus 8.
Okay.
It's 35 now.
I cannot see. It's going to be 43.
Okay. We'll just pop that in there right quick, and your new total is 49 HP.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yes. I had 7 all day.
Oh, you get to choose a new favorite enemy.
Yes. Enemy and terrain as well, I think.
Decent. Well, whenever each of you has a question on like what you're doing, or like whenever you're making any decision, talk to me. Let's bounce some ideas off. Let's talk about it.
I know I don't
See what
like
would kind of fit what your character's been learning so far.
Well,
I can't say too much without spoiling the surprise.
Well, show it to me.
but I'm gonna swap out a cantrip right now.
Okay.
And that's all I'm gonna do for the moment.
That's all you're going to do for the moment?
Yep.
Well, I'm thinking with her, there's of course all the creatures like aberrations, beasts, celestials, constructs, and so on and so forth.
What have you been fighting recently?
Of course, Faye. But then I've been fighting humanoid. Technically, she was a humanoid.
Yeah, you fought a humanoid. You fought a kind of a beast or a monster. It's hard to say really which category it falls into with the year in.
Like either monstrosities, humanoids, or beasts.
I think monstrosities is a good fit, especially because you've joined the Hunters Guild.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is monstrosities.
Okay.
Like Fey hunting has been what you've been studying your whole time, but now you've got a little experience with some other things, and you've joined a guild that really spends a lot of time on them. Other stuff as well, but like that's usually what the request is going to be.
I can now learn a language because of that.
What language are you
I
considering?
know 6 languages already.
God.
What's your next language?
My neck. Well,
How many do you, as Michaela, have under your belt?
Technically 5.
Okay, you have English, Slovakian.
Slovakian, Czech, and I count Polish and then Russian, but they're like really broken.
You ever want
Yeah.
some Chinese? I can help.
Ha ha ha.
Mm-hmm.
Ju Xing Chao. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what you taught me. That's so wrong. We shall see. But no, let's see. We're in this world. Let's see.
So like if you're choosing monstrosities,
Yeah. Marquesian, that's new.
don't worry about that.
Quarry, Undercommon, Simian, Videlic.
Primordial, Undercommon, Giant. There's definitely some monsters that could potentially speak Giant, so
Okay.
that wouldn't be like too off.
Okay.
It's a secret.
Let's see.
Really? Come on now. There's no way you
I
can.
know. Okay.
You know what? It'd be fascinating to know Giant.
Yeah, you want to go on the
Oh.
Giant route?
Yes.
Yeah, because there's
a
not just
halfling
like
and a giant.
giants. There's also other things that speak Giant. So go for it.
Okay.
Send it. Get you some Giant up in there.
Yes. Oh. Sorry, I'm reading monstrosities, and it's like, are monsters in the strict sense frightening creatures that are not ordinary, not truly natural, and almost never. What is this word? Never benign.
Benign.
What is that word?
Like
Fine.
So they're not fine.
they're not like
They're almost
low key.
okay.
They're
Yeah. Like good, but not good as in Superman.
Gotcha.
Just good as in not bad.
Guess I can
Fine.
So if there's like a cursed creature, I can also attack that as a monstrosity because it says here
it's like normal.
experiments.
Benign means like normal.
Fine.
So they defy categorization in some sense, serve as a catch-all category for creatures that don't fit into any other type.
Yeah.
So can that be like a werewolf? It's giving me owlbears here.
I imagine that they could count as monsters in my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll speak giant.
Sure.
And then I can choose a new, how do you call it, land of my speciality.
All right. So you already have what? Plains and forests or mountains? and forests?
Mountains. I have mountains only.
You got mountains only?
Only mountains.
You want to
Yeah.
toss some forest in there?
I think so. We hang out in
You were
forests.
spending some time in the forest.
Yeah, that
You
makes
were
sense.
also told maybe you should spend some time in the forest
Yeah.
just now.
So now I have mountains and forests.
Very cool, very nice, very neat.
I think that's all I can do. No spells?
Did you look at them?
I don't know. I've been looking at them. Nothing is like
Let me see.
showing up for me.
So, yeah, if you click on add spells, it says known spells 4. It doesn't show like a fraction, which means, yeah, you're all filled up on those.
Okay.
So you're good there.
Okay.
Um,
I don't think I have to change a spell.
yeah, I think that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So,
I
good job.
I think I'm good.
Let me see what you're thinking.
I'm gonna go with Mind Sliver.
Wait, what?
Interesting.
So, she's not a nice girl most of the time. She's got some cutting words.
Maybe she's figured out a little bit about getting into people's heads after having this whole moment where she was charmed once, and then the second time, both her and her friend just said no and sent it right back.
Okay, I like that.
That could definitely be some
Yeah.
explanation for it. And
I specifically like that the spell itself only uses verbal components.
mm-hmm.
So I mean, like that's basically vicious mockery, right? I mean, just you could say whatever you want, and for Catherine, she's not going to be nice about
For
it.
a lot of spells, I usually think it's like when they say like that there's a verbal component, it is obvious for almost all of them that in some way the verbal component is magical, whether it's you're actually chanting something or like your voice resonates in a certain way while you say it. I think like a lot of these components are meant to show that there is magic being done and that it's obviously magic. With only like a few exceptions I can think of. And that's why like any feature that lets you eliminate having to do a verbal component can be so huge if you're trying to
Yeah.
do some stealthy casting. Oh my god, I
Hi,
love
princess.
you. Hi.
Oh, I left the door open.
They're so small.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Mind Sliver, and then I think I can get another spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get any new special features?
I do. I'm not going to say them aloud.
I feel like you're gonna betray me.
I will say this, that as you are walking back, you can feel that there's like a little sort of chill deep within your body that kind of accompanies this growth from you. There's some sort of a chill. You feel as if maybe there's a connection to something happening. Whether that be a source of power or some wellspring or some font, there is a chill within your body as you feel your capacity grow.
Okay. Interesting.
She's a time bomb.
It's quite possible that some of the new abilities that you gain might not even be things that are like stuff that you are consciously choosing, you know? It might not be like, oh yes, as a wizard, since you're probably not a wizard, I choose to learn this
Nobody
thing.
knows.
So,
You're definitely not a wizard.
there's
You don't know
some
that.
fun to that. It doesn't necessarily have to be tied in the same way to your character's current journey, because there's more going on with you now, isn't there?
How would you recommend me adding my peach into the here?
Add a custom item.
Custom item, change the name to a ripe peach, change the description to the description that I provided in Discord.
I have the description copied. I don't see custom item. I've been looking at it. I think I'm just blind.
Oh, and I can add another spell, and I can also swap out a spell.
Oh, and new spells.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Counterspell is probably gonna
Oh yeah,
stick around.
I
That
like
was-
counterspell.
That would have been 52 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been.
All right,
Killed
so
outright.
when you're in
Yes.
equipment, if you go down to the bottom, you can click add custom item, which I
Gotcha.
will click now,
Thank you.
and it should be in there. Is it in there? Where you at? All right, unidentified item 1. Here you go. You can change the
Thank you.
title and the description. And I'm just gonna scratch on my cat.
Mm-hmm.
She's so good.
She's really
So I need to force somebody into eating this.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I just need to shove a peach in somebody's face and make them swallow, and they'll
mean,
fall asleep.
You could make them a
That
cocktail or
Is
something.
not a bad plan though. I mean, there's some pretty neat people in the hunters guild
I'll
that you
figure
might
this
want to talk
out.
to. You know,
Can I? Because if I can use
shove
it, can
a
I?
peach in their face.
Because I need to keep the seed, and if I grow my own tree with these, then I can have more peaches of sleepiness.
Who knows?
Peaches of sleepiness.
Uh,
That's so cute.
A tree takes a long time to grow.
Well, if I find
Yeah.
a druid,
If you are that dedicated to growing this tree, we can make this its own little mini game for you.
we're gonna buy a small house. We're gonna.
we
How are
I
you
s-
going to?
are we roommates now?
I
How are you
assume
affording
so.
this small house?
I believe
You still haven't completed the request.
we're doing. I'm not dead, so everything's possible. Everything is gonna be okay.
It is true, you're not dead yet. I
Yeah.
really thought you guys were gonna either run away from the fight, which is, that's fine. I don't believe that every fight needs to end in a death.
I know. I learned my lesson.
Or even
That's
like
good.
continuing
Yeah, I
the
wasn't.
combat.
I wasn't planning on killing her. I wasn't actually planning on fighting at all.
I didn't think you guys were going to fight because, I mean, you are not in good condition right now.
Yeah.
But then you guys did really well in the fighting.
Mm-hmm. Because I was first assuming, like, okay, if I can stall her, then I can book it. But then I was hitting it, and then she got injured and on the floor. And
There was that one incredibly, not just lucky rolls. All those dice were so high in the damage and in getting that natural 20.
That fire. Yes.
But then just completely negated.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's a natural 20. Counter spell,
It just fizzles
the
out.
description says it's gone.
We love
Boom,
counter spell.
roasted.
Oh, yes.
That would have completely downed you, though.
No, like I would have been dead beyond saving throws.
That would have been rough. I did not think that anything like that would happen.
I'm happy it didn't, because I would be like, well, shoot.
You already have like 0 friends,
Yeah.
and now the person that has been putting up with you
putting up with
is dead.
You should really buy her a present or like go out for drinks or something.
That would probably. I mean, she still hasn't gotten over the fact that you stabbed her twice.
You need to understand that I get damn good
Maybe
reason.
if you allow her to eat a really nice peach, she'll
will not
she'll
give
come
a
around.
Sleepy Peach.
Probably not.
She'll fall asleep and be
No.
like, we're back in the
I didn't
street.
say it has to be that peach. There are plenty of other peaches out there.
Mm-hmm.
You can just go shopping around. Come on.
Yeah, but she would take dinner.
I can cook something. I'm technically proficient in
No,
food cooking.
she doesn't want you to do something. Okay, her love language is not acts of service. It is gifts.
My
Oh,
God.
she gets
Material
gifts?
possessions.
Okay, good to know. I'll be just getting gifts.
She
maybe.
likes the finer things. You found her locked up in a dungeon.
She
You
does
think
like
she
the
wants a
finer things.
home-cooked meal?
I don't know what they
I mean,
fed
she
you.
might,
Yeah.
but also
She
like
does
some
not.
dumplings.
I'm hungry again.
Some fresh bao. Oh, xiaolong bao. Yes,
All right, I think
please.
we're gonna have to cut this down and go make another quesadilla, and I will share this time.
I don't know if I want a quesadilla anymore.
Then I
I'm
won't
full
share.
of cheese.
Hey, I'm still here.
Oh, you want a quesadilla? Okay.
You look like you're gonna cry.
I'm here. I want quesadillas.
She wants the quesadilla, you guys.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you again for coming. If you did stick around, it's been a pleasure. There may be more kind of like out of character romps like this now and then. By now, hopefully, we have our other books out. Again, Book of Reflections. The Book of Reflections, Book of the Savant. If it's not out yet, it will be here in the future at some point. That's a fun one. It explores my first homebrew class, not subclass. I've got tons of those, and some of them are actually pretty okay. But this is the first class. I wish I could put them into the thing that I really like to use. Maybe someday they'll notice me.
Someday.
Notice me, senpai.
But yeah, the Savant, it's neat. You can learn
Yeah.
about that. Anyone who wants a guide when that
It's
does come out,
tricky.
we can talk about that in the future. Don't worry about it. Cool. Thanks for coming,
Yeah.
guys. Have a good night.
Subscribe to our whatever.
Mhm.
Bye.
See you.
Peace.